And we are live. What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the stream. Everyone that's tuning in at this time, I really appreciate it. Thank you all so very much for hanging out with me. Anybody that is watching this on the replay, again, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Wasn't really a inspired Lakers game, right? Just kind of seemed like they were sloppy and just kind of coasting out there, which I mean, look, they got the job done. Not really going to complain about a win, right? Take the win. Got to play Utah next. Unfortunately, the Warriors won. Maybe we get lucky. Maybe the Blazers end up pulling out a win on Sunday. That would be really nice. And look, it's possible. Warriors are still terrible on the road. They're just not good against any team on the road. And on top of that, um, the Blazers have still played pretty good since they essentially packed it in. On top of that, they just beat the Minnesota Timberwolves in Minnesota, so that's good. But very likely, most likely, the Lakers are going to end up with the 7th seed. Which, if that does happen, then at least we are still in LA. We'll have home court. No Zion for the Pelicans. He was ruled out earlier today as not being in the play-in. He's ruled out for the play-in. So, again, good for the Lakers. Lakers should be able to beat the Pelicans. Anthony Davis seems to show up against the Pelicans. Obviously, you want to win that first game. Good thing is, too, is the Lakers don't have to leave LA until we get to the actual playoffs in the playoff series, which very likely is going to be against Memphis. We'll get the 7th seed. And I really do believe that we can beat the Memphis Grizzlies. But we'll see. Game at a time. I expect the Lakers to kind of play lackadaisical on on Sunday too. I hope that they don't. I really hope they come out, lock that game up, get it done, and then just kind of be done with it, and then move on. But regardless, real quick, we'll get into the box scores, and then we'll dive into the chat here. So starting us off, you had LeBron, who just kind of seemed like he was out there today. Like it just kind of seemed like he was out there for the sake of being out there. But he gave us 16 points, 6 assists, 6 rebounds. Anthony Davis didn't have the greatest shooting night, 4 of 12 from the field, 14 points. But he did have 21 rebounds, which is good, 4 assists. But the big story today was our other big three, Austin Reeves with 22 points, 5 assists. You had D'Angelo Russell with 24 points and 3 assists. And then you had Malik Beasley, who turned it on. He shot he was 4 of 7 earlier, missed his last 3 threes, but those were kind of like tougher looks. Hopefully he can get going, right? That's 2 games in a row. He's been really good shooting the 3 ball. It'd be nice if he can continue that because we could use him, especially in that play-in against the Pelicans, but also in the actual playoffs, right? So hopefully he can show up. Troy Brown, he was really consistent again today, 2 of 2 from 3, 8 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. But he had a couple like really nice plays. Rui with 11 points and 5 rebounds. But in general, yeah, it just kind of seemed like a team that was they were just out there just to be out there, kind of, right? It's kind of what it seemed like to me. But point is, we got the win. That's all that matters at the end of the day. Get the win, and we're good. Let's see. Diving into the chat. And bear with me 1 second. There we go. So, Lake fan said, they better not pull this in the playoffs or play-in tournament. They better not. I don't think they will. I mean, it's kind of just playing to their competition. I mean, even yesterday you saw the Suns, right? The Suns almost lost to the Denver Nuggets bench. The Pelicans almost lost to the Knicks bench today. It's one of those things. Like, it happens. Teams play to the competition. Lakers looked like a team that was out there coasting just to coast, right? It seemed like a team that just didn't really have any urgency. They were just playing uninspired, which you'd imagine come playoffs, you would imagine that they're going to pick that up. But we'll see. I mean, time will tell in general. Kevin, coming in hot with the $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Win. Do you like Darvin Ham as a coach? I don't. I do. Is he the greatest coach ever? No. But you got to look at the entire picture of this season. Like, Darvin Ham has had no consistency in the lineup. He's had his best players in and out of the lineup constantly, had an entire roster turnover. And the Lakers have the number one defense, have had the best Western Conference record in the league since the trade deadline, have had are top 8 in offense, and they've been top 8 in offense all season, even with the previous team. They were top 15 in defense, even with the previous team. Like, that doesn't happen without coaching. Like, so many people so many people are willing to blame Darvin Ham for every loss, but don't credit him for any wins. It can't be one or the other. It's either both. Either Darvin Ham gets all the credit for the wins, or he gets no credit for the losses. Like, so many people are like, Darvin Ham needs to get these guys more spot. It doesn't matter how much preparation you have. It doesn't matter how much game plan you have. It doesn't matter what it is that you put into the team. The players have to at some point execute. Like, take the Clippers game, for example. The game was over the first 5 minutes of the quarter. Like, what is Darvin Ham supposed to do? Like, what adjustments is he supposed to make? Take all of his starters out and hope that the bench unit can work? I mean, it's just at some point the players need to be held accountable. And the problem is, it's like, you saw it. All of Lakers Nation blame Russell Westbrook. And then it was, last year was Frank Vogel. Last year it was, this person or that person. You can't scapegoat one person. It's a team sport. And the players are the ones that have to play. Jason Kidd has the best line I've seen. Jason Kidd said, I am not the savior. I am not the one that is out there playing the game. I can get them as prepared as I can possibly get them. At some point, the players have to play the game. The players are the ones that are playing the game. The Darvin Ham isn't playing defense. Darvin Ham isn't blocking shots. Darvin Ham isn't doing any of that stuff. At some point, you have to hold the players accountable. So I don't mind him. Again, has he had his moments? Sure. But he's also had some brilliant moments. I want to see what this team looks like with consistency. I want to see what does his coaching look like with consistency. He hasn't had that all season. So I can't really knock him too much when you look at the entire picture of what has happened. Everything. So if you're somebody that thinks Darvin Ham is a bad coach, then you have to think that Mike Malone and Budenholzer are both terrible coaches, because we run the exact same sets, the exact same rotations. The whole shift change that Darvin Ham likes to run, Denver does that regularly. The Milwaukee Bucks do that regularly. Lots of coaches do the exact same thing that Darvin Ham does. The difference is that it's the Lakers, and we're Laker fans, so we don't pay attention to any of the other stuff. Pay attention to this, right? He's a championship coach. He's a guy that's won a championship, right? Like, give him an opportunity. Let's see. But anyway, appreciate you. Thank you so much, Kevin. Horrible win, man. LeBron got to figure out how to play with this team. I don't think I don't think he has a problem with it. You know what I mean? Like, because we've seen him have great success with this team. I just think he's just out there to be out there right now. Can't take much from this game. No team tries their hardest against a bench team like that. LeBron been shooting 40% from three lately, though. Yeah, that's good. He's been shooting the three ball much better. Hopefully that picks up, because that would be nice. I just don't want to see him fall in love with the three too much, especially come the playoff time. But yeah, not really much that you could pull away. Solo night for AD and Bron. Got to play better, guys. I get it. Again, this was a game that I don't even think they had to play, and we probably would have won. But still, it would have been nice. Uninspiring to see Warriors blow out the Kings and Lakers take fourth quarter to get separation, but Davis is going out of his way to save his body, and LeBron is limit testing. Yeah, great. I'm not really mad at Bron. He's got to get used to playing with this new team, but got to be better. And I think he will. I think come playoff time, it's hard to really judge this team right now. Like, we've seen this team play great and put it all together against some of these teams, right? It's just right now, we're playing teams that we should beat with or without LeBron and AD, and it just seems like they're coasting, is what it seems like. LeBron forgot how to post up. No, he's just saving his body. That's all it is. Title could be Lakers coast to a win, but it's got to be negative. No, I mean, they did. They played lazy, and it's not negative. It's the facts. They played sloppy and they played lazy. They had 16 turnovers? Like, I'm the wrong person to sugarcoat stuff, right? Like when they play bad and they play lazy, they deserve to be called playing lazy. That's what they did. They played lazy. They played uninterested. It's not negative. It's what they did. They had what? They had 17 turnovers. Yeah. So it's not good. Or 15 turnovers. Sorry, they had 15 turnovers. That's lazy. That's what that was. It's not negativity. It's the facts. 80's body language sucks. I mean, he had 21 rebounds. LeBron's foot got to be hurting, bro. No way he's playing this like this. I don't know, because again, it seems like he's just chilling. It just like these last few games outside of the Clippers game, because he looked great in the second half of that Clippers game. The Clipper game, he looked like the best player in the world. Like it's just I don't know. I think it's all it is like, hey, this is how the team is. Like let's just coast. Um, AD and Braun got to be better, Doug. I agree. They do. They do need to be better. But I expect them to be better when it matters. What a disappointing sloppy game against the G League team. Yeah, I mean, we still got the win though. So, but wish they would have showed up a little better. Our role players saved us, and mainly D'Lo. Yeah, Reeves was really good too. Salute everyone. What's going on, Buck Kicker? Appreciate you being here. Gonna be a lot of overreactions. This game was not meant for the Lakers to go all out, coast and close. Yeah, and that's what they did. They coasted it, pulled away at the end, got the win handily, and on to the Jazz game. Win the Jazz game. All of us need to be Blazer fans on Sunday. We all need to root for the Blazers, and maybe they'll squeeze out a win for us, and we can get that 6 seed. But we'll see. Time will tell. One game at a time, right? Just take it a game at a time. Johnny coming in hot with the $5 super chat. We are 16th in half-court offense. Some of the blame has to go to coaching system. Clueless when AD is doubled. No sets. Vando just standing. Yeah, I mean, you got to run better motions. Like I said, like I mentioned it earlier. Like, Darvin Ham has had some blunders, without a doubt. He's had some rough moments and all that stuff. But all of the blame whenever we lose a game is always on Darvin Ham. Everybody just says Darvin Ham lost us the game. And it's like, at what point do the players get held accountable? At what point, like in the Clippers game, at what point do you say LeBron failed to show up in the first half? And if he played half decent, that might have been a different game. At what point do you say AD is not being more aggressive and needs to play better? At some point, the blame can't fall on one individual, is my point, right? Look, Darvin Ham is far from a perfect coach, but he's had great moments. He has this team playing great basketball. You don't have the record you have since the trade since then. And on top of that, think of all of the roster rotations. Anthony Davis has missed half the season. LeBron James has missed half the season. Like, I don't know a coach that could have done that much better, if any. So many people talk about all these great coaches. Like, so is Steve Kerr a bad coach because the Warriors have been the worst team on the road this year? Like, is Mike Malone a bad coach because they got blown out by the Rockets at home? Like, is like, you could list it on and on. I'm blanking on his name. The Heat's head coach, Eric Spoelstra. There we go. Is Eric Spoelstra a bad coach because the Miami Heat are in the play-in and they were just in the Eastern Conference Finals? Like, it's just, there's good moments and bad moments for all coaches. No coach is a perfect coach. But I just see so much blame on one person for everything. And it was Russell Westbrook before it was Darvin Ham, and it's like, you can't blame, not everyone can blame one person. It's not always one person's fault. But again, I appreciate you. Yeah, Warriors won, which sucks. Malik had that thing going tonight, though. Yeah, he did. And that was good. That's what we need to see. We need to see him hopefully start picking it up because that would be really nice. Really nice. A win is a win. Relax. Agreed. If LeBron didn't play, we would have won by 40. Maybe. But it's still good for him to get some reps and just get his game legs under him. No slander to the Suns players. Those are not G League guys. Those guys are professional NBA players. And it's any given night. You know what I mean? Like I said, you just saw the Phoenix Suns almost lose to Denver's third string. It happens. The Pelicans almost lost to the Knicks third string. You got to keep in mind, these guys most of these guys are guys that don't get to play. That don't get to play basketball very often, if at all. And they have an opportunity. They want to show up. Look, at any point, and the Lakers showed that at the end. At any point, the Lakers could have just locked up and this game was over, right? Would I have liked them to do that early on? Sure. But this was just coast, make sure nobody gets hurt, go get the win. That's what this was. But Johnny coming in hot with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Darvin has done a hell of a job with what he's given. This game is on AD and LeBron's laziness. Nothing pisses me off more than no effort. Play with pride. Exactly, Johnny. Exactly. Like I said, Darvin Ham has definitely had his blunders. He has had his issues. He's made some bad adjustments. He's made some questionable lineup decisions. He's not without his faults, without a doubt. So rookie coach, you expect that to happen. You expect him to get his blunders, right? No coach, the rookie year has been perfect. I mean, even Steve Kerr, when he got to the Warriors, had a lot of mistakes and did a lot of things wrong. It happens. But for the most part, when you look at the full scope of this season and what has happened, Darvin Ham has done a hell of a job. He has. He's done a hell of a job. And you don't get to the level that the Lakers have gotten to without some coaching. Like, it just doesn't happen. But, again, take the good with the bad. It's a team game. And at some point, you got to hold the players accountable. At some point, the players are the ones that need to take some accountability is what it is. It's what it boils down to. But, again, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right. Where were we? Sorry, I lost my spot. Darn it. Hang on, bear with me 1 second. Let me get my bearings back. Here we go. They're not trying to get hurt against the YMCA team. This kind of unsurprising win is perfect for the Lakers team that's trying to stay healthy for the playoff run. And exactly. That was my point. That's something that I just talked about, just mentioned, is this team is they're simply trying to get into the play-in healthy, right? Don't get hurt. Don't do anything stupid. Make sure you win the game, obviously, but close out, win strong, and then go get the W, right? That's what this boils down to, is what it is. But again, we got the Jazz game on Sunday. We got to win. We got to root for the Blazers. Hopefully they come through and we get that win too. But Johnny coming in out with another super chat. Thank you so much. Imagine we get a 3-and-D Wayne Torrey Craig next year. I would love that. Problem is we don't really have a bunch of money to spend. Kind of curious to see how free agency is going to go, or what are we going to do? What's going to happen with Kyrie? Because that's a real conversation. It's going to be rather interesting. It really is. And then Daniel coming in hot with the super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Lakers defense is not as good as we think. I disagree, because we've seen them really do a good job of locking in. I mean, even in the Clippers game in the second half, they really locked in a lot better. This team has shown when they want to lock in and lock up, they really do. And the problem with this team is they haven't really done that for 4 quarters, right? Like, they usually just kind of coast in the first half, even against some of the better teams. They've kind of coast in the first half, and you'll see like the game's close or the game's tight, and then the Lakers just lock in on the second half, and then they usually pull away. That's how they've won more games than not this season. So I don't really think it's that our defense isn't as good as we think it is. You also got to keep in mind, offenses are just much better and efficient this season than they've ever been. So you have a lot of really good offensive teams. There's very few really good defensive teams. And, teams are averaging like 120 points per game for a reason. So I don't know. I think it is. I just think it's effort. It's effort. So thank you so much. Really appreciate it. The main goal is to keep those superstars healthy for the playoffs. Exactly. That's 100% what it boils down to. Keep our guys healthy. Keep our guys focused. Don't do anything stupid. Get the wins, which they did. They got the wins. You get the win, you're good. That's what this boils down to. It's really what it is. Just keep guys healthy as possible. We got the play-in. Go win that first play-in game. I expect LeBron James and Anthony Davis to show up in those games, because that's a game that's actually going to matter. I can't really judge them too much. I just can't really judge them too much on the Jazz and the Suns with their G League, or not G League guys, but you know what I mean. Like they're bench guys. So I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We got the playoffs ahead of us. But again, thank you all so very much for super chats. Really appreciate that. Um, this is the time we need to love and cherish Malik Beasley. Yes, get his confidence up, build him up, please. Get this guy going, get this guy excited, get this guy really building up. Because we do, we need it with him. We need him to really pick it up. It would be just so helpful come the playoffs. I think Braun and AD just trying to stay healthy for the playoffs. I think so too. That's really what I think it is. They just look, their last few games should be okay. No injuries, that's more important than the 6 seed or the win on Sunday. Yes, facts. Golden State, Lakers win. Sunday, we get the 6 seed. Yes, we all need to root for the Trailblazers. We all desperately need the Trailblazers to win this game badly. So hopefully they do. What's up, Tyler? Memphis Grizzlies fan here. What is going on? Appreciate you being here. Hey, looks like we might be going head to head in the playoffs. I appreciate you being here though, and yeah, I'm excited to see how that matchup goes. I think it's going to be a fun game. I think it's going to be a fun series. Lakers got to get the job done first, right? Lakers got to get the play-in spot, and we're good. We can still get the 6 seed, right? Yes. We need the Warriors to lose the last game. If the Warriors beat the Blazers, although it is on the road, but if the Warriors beat the Blazers, then yes, that's it. That's the end of it. We get the 7 seed. Good thing is, we cannot get worse than 8th. So that with the win tonight, we cannot get worse than 8th. So that is huge. They made that announcement during the game. So at worst case, we're the 8th seed. Best case, we're the 6 seed, but most likely it's going to be the 7 seed. Zion not expected to play. Yes, he's been ruled out for the play-in. Let's see. This was basically literally play with your food and finish it at the end. Yeah, exactly. That's 100% what it was. Reeves be carrying out there. Dude, he is so nice. He really is. He is so nice. We can still get the 6 seed. Yes, we can. Yes, absolutely. D'Lo. Yes, D'Lo was great tonight. If we can get if this D'Lo shows up every night and LeBron and AD play the way that they play, good luck beating this team. Right? And I'm not even saying like D'Lo has to get like 21 a game or 20. What do you have? 24. I'm not even saying that. Like if he can just give us an efficient like 17, right? Because he gave us an efficient 24. Because he was what? He was 9 of 14 from the field and 6 of 9 from 3. If he could be like 3 of 6 from 3 and like 9 of 14 from the field with like 17 points or something like that, that'd be beautiful. LeBron gave as least effort as possible. We were never threatened. Yeah, agree. Reeves is becoming worse than LeBron and Luka with all the crying to the refs. Yeah, I mean, when you go for there were several times where he got fouled, clearly got fouled, and they didn't get it. But he's got to be okay with that because come the playoffs, that whistle is going to dry up. I mean, he was one of them. Him and Reeves were in Beasley. Now some of you can't stop we want all the smoke. LOL. I still want all the smoke. I'll take anybody. Let's go. Got to get there. Good win for the Lakers. Agreed. Fire Darvin Ham and bring back Vogel before the playoff push. No, Vogel lost that locker room way too many times. It's not a reason. Jason Kidd was the guy. Jason Kidd was the voice, the leader. It's not a coincidence that when Jason Kidd left, the Lakers just went in a train wreck. Tyler, what happened to the 80 winning lineups? I get Braun back. I still like seeing that lineup, the struggle box out. Yeah, I actually do too. I'd like to see them play that lineup, even if it's just like a small dose. Like even if you just give it like 7-8 minutes a game. I do. I like that lineup a lot. Let's see. Not the best win, but a win is a win no matter what and how it's done. Yes, agreed. I am with you, Snorlax. 100%. Got to beat the Jazz and hope for the 7th at this point. It looks like, yeah, that's what it's looking like. But never know. Again, Warriors could drop that game. They really can. We win in Sunday. I will play them different this time. I think so too. I think they'll play with a little more urgency. I still think they coast a bit, but I think you'll see a little more like, okay, let's lock this in. You talk about firing him for what? Yeah, that's the thing. I've asked so many people, like, for who are you firing Darvin Ham for one? And two, why? And no one ever gives a good answer. It's always like, because he sucks. Okay, well, how does he suck? Explain to me, walk me through point for point how he sucked. Explain to me who is going to be better with this roster that is available. Like, like, or it's usually like Ime Adoku. Like, people be like, well, Ime's out there. And it's like, yeah, he also can't keep it in his pants. Like, you really want that in your locker room? Especially with a bunch of young players. If Payne and Biyombo do not get injured, we lose this game. I don't think so. I really don't think so. I really don't think the Lakers would have lost this game, personally. Because I just felt like they could have pulled away whenever they wanted. Hopefully we don't pull a 2021 Warriors FX. I agree with you 100%. Man, no excuses. No excuse. LeBron with all these lazy behind the back passes, just careless turnover, shake mad. Yeah, that he's got to play better. He really does. We locked the 8th seed at the worst now, right? Yes, we did. So no matter what, we will have 2 chances to make playoffs. Yes, which is huge and very important. So no matter what, we at worst can only be the 8th seed, because at worst, even if we lose to the Jazz, we still have the tiebreaker against the Pelicans. So here's the thing, though. I would rather play the Pelicans than the Timberwolves in that first play-in. I think we can beat either. Like I said, I want all the smoke. Give me all the smoke, without a doubt. But I do think the Timberwolves match up a lot better to the Lakers than the Pelicans do. And Anthony Davis really loves to show up against the Pelicans. Although Anthony Davis did just school both Cat and Gobert. So maybe they could do it again. And maybe we have the formula. We know you can put Rui on if that happens, I would start Rui. Like, if we play Minnesota, start Rui. Put Rui on Cat immediately. Put AD on Gobert, and then have LeBron James play the 3. That's something that I would do. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But we got, in 1 second, Johnny coming out to $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Best team in NBA history and getting average coaches. Sad. We had Phil Jackson for years, Pat Riley. We've had some good coaches over the years. But look, every coach has to start somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, every coach, no coach comes in the league and immediately is the greatest coach ever. It takes time. You got to learn, and I get, like, we want to win the championship today, but it's one of those things, like, he could turn out to be the greatest coach of all time. We don't know. You got to give him a chance. You got to let guys marinate. They're not going to fire him. They just signed him for 4 years. Like, they're not like going to go. They're already paying Vogel because they fired him. Now you're going to pay him and fire him? Like, no, he's your coach for the next 4 years. So you might as well hope for the best, right? At worst, the next 3 years, right? So better get used to him, because they ain't firing him anytime soon. Do you think Paul George returns soon for the playoff game or something, as it says? Well, he's supposed to be evaluated this coming week. We don't have an official date. My guess is they do. I could see him not playing the first game, maybe even the second game, and coming back for the Clippers home game. But we'll see. We'll know more and within the next couple days. Still can get the 6 seed. We Blazers fans. Facts. Facts, without a doubt. Lakers essentially did everything to lose for 45 minutes. Yeah, basically, until the end. And they really picked it up. Let's see. We need to waive Winning Gabriel next season. Sign somebody way better and longer. Winning Gabriel's a free agent next season. And if only there were people out there that were way bigger and way longer, or way better and way longer. If those guys were out there, they'd probably already be on a roster. Darvin Ham needs to use our talented players with better tactics, but he failed. How? Because I don't agree with that. What's up, Tyler? Sir, let's win outside of yes. We got to get it. We got to get it. Appreciate you, Ray. Ham's rotations are kind of weird at times, but I expect that to lock up more come playoffs. Ham should be fired, win or lose. I don't know about that. For who? Again, for who? I still think what happened when we don't practice at all. That a good point too. Salute to As It Stands Lakers in the chat. Appreciate you. Thank you, Satro. Appreciate you. I'm cool with coasting, not cool with sloppy play. Don't want to create bad habits. Agreed. And that's my concern, is that you basically lull yourself into bad play and then you continue that lull, and now you got to turn it on, and there's no guarantee you can. Right? Like, yes, we have 2 games to win 1, which is nice, but you don't want to end up coming out sloppy and terrible to just, because you didn't really play the last handful of games. And now guys aren't really in rhythm, guys aren't really playing with aggression, and now you're trying to turn it on, you're doing too much. You see that happen a lot. So I hope that doesn't happen. Johnny coming out, $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Talking about post Phil, Byron, Vogel, and Walton. Yeah, I get that. I mean, Byron and Walton were that was really rough. Luke Walton was kind of like the like surprise, like Luke Walton was kind of the like he was with that Warriors team. Like you and I could have coached that Warriors team and probably still won, 24 games or whatever it was that Walton won with that team. And it was. And then everybody wanted him. He came to Lakers because of the history, and then he wasn't great. Byron Scott, I mean, he had his good moments and his bad moments, but yeah. Definitely Vogel, Byron, Walton. I'm with you. But the Walton thing was just, it was kind of funny. Like there was a literal race to try to get Walton. Like all the teams that had a vacancy were all doing everything they could to get Walton. And he went to the Lakers because his history with the Lakers. And then look, the Lakers looked disinterested. Yeah, great. 3 of 7. 3, so back-to-back 40-plus 3-point games for LeBron, yeah. The biggest problem, if the Clippers drop one of the last 2 and the Pelicans win its last game, Lakers win versus Utah, we have a 3-way tie with the Clippers, Pelicans at 43 win. The Lakers will drop to 8th. I believe so. I got to look into that because I know that the 3-way tiebreakers are different. It doesn't go to head-to-heads. It goes to, I thought it was conference wins, but I don't think it's conference wins anymore. It was in 2014. I think it was 2014. The Grizzlies, who was it? The Grizzlies, the Suns, and the Mavs finished with the tie, and it went to conference wins. But I got to look into it more, to be honest. But you may be right. You may 100% be right, but we'll see. We'll see. Lakers just need to win. That's what matters. Win your game. Let's see. Austin and D'Lo saved us. Yes, agreed. You can tell the Suns were actively trying to lose. Monty Williams gets mad, and Biyombo not coming back. I mean, Biyombo's injury looked pretty rough. I don't know if it was that, but Biyombo's injury definitely looked rough. Beast Benny, thank you so much. Yes, take a quick second. Please like the video. Subscribe to the channel, share with a friend, share with a cousin, a dog, whomever. I'd greatly appreciate you all if you just took a quick second to hit that subscribe button and hit that like button if you haven't already, please. Thank you. Appreciate you. As it stands, bro, first, let's start over. As it stands, bro, half the channel is growing. Remember when we had Mad Max the fourth quarters, how times have changed. Seriously, I appreciate it. And yes, it really is. It's nice that it's growing. We're getting there slowly but steady, and I appreciate it. Again, like I said, please do your part. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. I really appreciate it. I'm almost to 12K, which is awesome. I'm like 140 away or something like that from 12K, so that would be beautiful. Hit that soon. But yeah, I mean, look. There were some dark times just a couple months ago. On top of there being dark times, like we were literally still the 13th seed, like what, 3-4 weeks ago? Like, count your blessings. It's kind of my thing. It could be worse, right? We were there not too long ago. But again, really appreciate it. Times have changed. Rizmac Biombo. Let's see. What's with the fire the Ham shows? I don't know. It's a lot of people really want to see Ham fired, which I don't really understand. I was Good Friday and Lakers won. Agreed, which is always good. It's always good when the Lakers win. Johnny, coming in hot with $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Everything will be answered tomorrow. Dubs back to back. Yeah, we gotta hope that they get the win. Well, no, do Dubs play tomorrow? I thought they played on Sunday with everyone else. Because I know, doesn't everybody play on Sunday? No, the Blazers are going to be on a back-to-back. Yeah, so Nuggets play the Jazz, Timberwolves play the Spurs, and then Clippers play the Trailblazers. So, yeah, and then we play the Jazz, and the Jazz will be coming off of a back-to-back. Pelicans play the Timberwolves, and the Timberwolves will be coming off of a back-to-back. And then the Warriors play the Trailblazers. The Blazers are coming off of back-to-back. So that's going to be even more rough because they might not play anybody in that Warriors game. But, hey, I still have hope. There's always hope. Always optimism. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Let's see. Where were we? Oh, no, I lost my spot. Here we go. Why can't Darvin Ham's defense why can't Darvin's defense guard these mid-range shots? We get lit up from the mid-range every game. I mean, Darvin Ham didn't sign the guards. We don't have good point of attack guards. Outside of Schroeder, Schroeder's the only good point of attack guard that we have. If LA Clippers, LA Lakers, and New Orleans tied, we go to the 8th. Possibly. Again, I don't know for sure. I got to look into it. I want to make a video about like the tiebreakers, but I kind of don't want to make it unless it happens because what's the point of making a video that may or may not happen? But yeah. Anyway, we'll see. I'll let you know. Why am I still angry after watching the show? I get it. We wanted them to be better, but it happens. Let's see. They won, and that's all that matters. Amen. Yes, exactly, B Spendy. Facts. Get the win. Just win. They beat the spread, yes. They're tired. Probably. I think it's more they're just coasting. I'm surprised AD didn't have a Alphabama's kneecap. Yeah, let's not even put that into existence. The easiest thing to do is blame the coach. Yeah, I mean that's kind of what I think it boils down to. Really is what I do. I just think you have a lot of people that just they want somebody to blame for something, and it's just like they don't want to blame their favorite player. So it's like let's just blame the coach. You see it a lot. I mean, even going back to Phil Jackson is considered one of, if not the greatest coaches of all time. And that guy did at numerous occasions made no adjustments, no changes or anything because he believed the players should figure it out. And people consider him, I mean, if you were a Laker fan or you were old enough to remember, there were times where you were screaming for Phil Jackson to pull guys out, change the rotation, do something. And Phil Jackson always just kept it because he believed the players are the players and they should figure it out, right? It happens. Seriously, it's how, I mean, even with the Bulls, he did the same. He would play guys that shouldn't even been on the court and he would stick with them and play them heavy minutes because figure it out, and so it's just, give him a chance. Is my thing. Do I think Ham is a championship coach? I mean, he is. He won a championship, and he was the guy. That was the big thing. That when we signed Darvin Ham, in his press conference, if you watched the Bucks games, Darvin Ham was basically the head coach because Budenholzer likes to have his assistants lead. So Darvin Ham was the one making the adjustments, making the changes, all that stuff. He comes from the pedigree of Budenholzer, but the year that they won, he was the lead guy. So yeah, I do believe that. It's just, is this team? I think they have the talent to be, but there's a lot of factors. How's LeBron, AD going to hold up? How's the chemistry going to look? Are we going to be able to play with intensity for 48 minutes? All of that stuff. goes both ways. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I can't wait to see our first playoff game at home with our fans going crazy. Bubble Chip was good, but home court going to be dope. Yeah, I'm excited to see how this all plays out. I'm excited for that first Lakers home game, right, and see our guys on the court stepping up, all that stuff. It's gonna be a beautiful thing. But we got to win that first playing game. We really do. Win that playing game. It gives you like 3 days rest or something like that, which we need as many days as possible, as many days as we can get. You need to get that for sure. But we'll see. Johnny coming out with $2 super chat. Oh shoot, it's past 12. I read it wrong. Oh, no problem. No worries. Yeah, it's still 10:30, 10:25 over here on the West Coast. So I get it. You're all good. I appreciate you. Let's see. Sorry, I lost my. Oh, here we go. Four-way tie. I think they go to the conference records. I think so too. If I'm not mistaken, for sure that. I know at some point it goes to conference. It might be the fourth. Y'all thought the final score would be 100-0. What do you mean we missed the playoffs? We haven't missed the playoffs yet. What are you talking about? It's not Ham's fault, but he also isn't a good coach. Both are true. I don't know. We've won over half of our games this season, bro. Yeah, true. Coaches do not matter. They definitely matter, but not entirely. It's not all coaching. What are you talking about? LeBron coaching that team, telling them what to do. They listen to LeBron when he is on the court, but I guess he is well balanced when LeBron was out. What are you talking about when I said the Jason Kidd thing? Yeah, I mean, it's one thing to have a coach. They did the same thing to Dudley, right? Like, yeah, guys are going to listen to LeBron. They're going to listen to your star player. When your guys out there orchestrating things, yes. But from Chris Paul, LeBron James, all those guys, they're extensions of the coach. Like LeBron, like Frank Vogel wasn't calling plays, and LeBron was like, "No, we're not doing that. We're going to run what we want to run, right? Like you're going to run what I tell you." Like, no, it's not like that. But he's an extension of the coach, and when he's on the court, you're going to listen to him. He's your best player. He's one of, if not the greatest players ever. Of course, you're going to listen to the guy. You don't think guys listen to Michael Jordan over Phil Jackson at times? Of course, but you have that coach that is the guy, right? Darvin Ham, however you feel about him, he's a great player coach. Like, players believe and want to play for him. And that was what Jason Kidd was. Sloppy is right, bro. Was it 16 turnovers? We didn't look fresh. Good thing we'll be home in our last game. Yeah, that's my point. Like I had somebody mention earlier, like, oh, like, why are you being negative? It's not negative. Like, that's a fact. Like, we played sloppy. We played terrible. It's not negativity. It's literally what it was. Ham literally has a great game plan defensively. Yeah. I mean, you're not the best team in the league defensively without a coaching game plan. LeBron hasn't been closing down Schroeder. He does at times, but he hasn't been. Dennis Schroeder was a scratch, basically just wear and tear. Neck soreness, I think, is what it was ruled. But Darvin Ham said it was just wear and tear. He's played almost every game outside of like that stretch where he was hurt early in the season. We won. I'm happy. Yes, I agree. I don't know what Coach Ham has to do with LeBron and AD playing so lethargic for most of the game. Exactly. That's my point. At some point, the players have to play the game. At least we got a Lonnie Walker sighting. Yes, facts. I agree with Trevor Lane. He said that Ham is 2 to 3 possessions late before he called timeout. Unlike some coaches, when the Lakers start to get on a run, they call timeout right away. Yeah, I mean, but a lot of coaches are like that. It's not just Darvin Ham. Some of the greatest coaches in NBA history all did the same thing. You let the players figure it out, right? Like, and the way that the Lakers start, Darvin Ham would use all of his timeouts by the time that the first quarter's over, right? Because I mean, we usually start off slow. Like guys usually have to get in rhythm and build up, and it's just like what do you at some point you have to let the players play. At some point you got to let guys figure it out. Ham's game plan is nothing middle and no fouling. It's a reason we're good defensively. Yes. I'll breathe on the Pels. Let's go. Yes, I agree. I watch for game plan stuff. Just me though. Yeah. I'm sure Lonnie replaced Dennis. I don't think that he was out tonight. Less winning Gabriel, more Vanderbilt now since Bamba's back. I mean they didn't play a ton of winning today. I'm glad that they won. I'm with you, Tyler. I am with you. Who do the Warriors play next? They play the Blazers. The Blazers, which means probably winning that. Blazers could shock them. Hey, like I said, the Blazers beat the Minnesota Timberwolves in Minnesota, so it's very possible. Let me find my Blazers hat right, dude. If the Blazers beat the Warriors, I gotta buy like a Blazer jersey or something, or I gotta donate money. I had to buy somebody Blazer tickets or something. Like I don't know, like yeah, for real. Like oh man, that happened, that'd be amazing. So LeBron and AD still don't know how to handle the double team. Tyler, give me some confidence that they will figure this out. I think they will. Like I said, it's just we gotta wait and see until it's a meaningful game. Like I don't really know how much. I don't know how much I put into these like games that are coaster games. If we had Vogel, we wouldn't have had as many turnovers. Hams or Rook. That's not true at all, dude. LeBron, like last year we were second in the league in turnovers, something like that. Like LeBron led teams are usually high turnovers because LeBron usually has a lot of turnovers because he's such a high usage player. Lakers absolutely had a lot of turnovers with Vogel, a lot. You have to play the Blazers tomorrow at 1 p.m. yet. Clippers lose early games. That's true. LeBron didn't even try for 80% of this game yet. Then the Suns at 12:30 next day. Yeah. Imagine if the Clippers lost their last two games and the Lakers won both, and then they fall into the play-in and we jump ahead. I'd love that. Let's get it. I don't think it's lazy for LeBron. I think it let me see what I can and can't do with these guys. This is a master of the game. He could manage a lot of those turnovers. But he has been letting guys play, which is good. We do run sets. We run a lot flips for our shooters. Yes. We look tired, which leads to sloppy play. Yeah. It depends on who we play. If we play the Pelicans, we had a master plan last time we played, or the last several times we played them, and it worked brilliantly. So yeah, if we play the Timberwolves, you do now. The 16th is misleading. With our whole roster, we're a good half-court offense. Yeah. Yeah, with this current roster, yeah, when everyone's healthy. You can tell LeBron and AD's foot still bothering them. AD will always have my respect. Yeah. Yeah. They're playing through it, which is what people want, right? How did D'Lo look tonight? He looked amazing tonight. Ham doesn't coach alone. Yes, very true. Should sit the Jazz game and let the bench play? No, because we can still get the AC. Got to win outright. And you get the 7 seed. You don't want the AC because now you got to go on the road. You want to keep them in LA. You want to keep them in LA as long as possible because that just gives you more rest. Where if you fall in the AC, now you got to go fly to New Orleans. If you win that game, great. Then you fly back to LA and then get a couple days rest and then go to the play-in. Or worse, you fly to New Orleans and then you got to fly back to LA and then play another. No, you got to get the 7 seed. Can't play around. There's a reason our guards get so many good shots. Yes, he's in space. Austin Reeves, 28 points and followed by 22 points. Yeah, he's been really good. Um, uh, Mike Brown, Malone, Zula, Tom Thibodeau are at the top of the chain. Yeah. And they all coach very similar to to how Darvin Ham coaches. Yet no one criticized them. Sorry for saying this. Not sorry. If this was Quinn Snyder or Kenny Atkins, they would be slobbering to make excuses for them. Some of these fans are lame. Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, Quinn Snyder had arguably one of the best teams in the league and never did anything with it. Same thing with Kenny Atkins. Um, D'Lo was perfect tonight. He was great. People say fire Darvin Ham, but this team leads the NBA in defense, which is great for being a first-year head coach. Exactly. You don't get to the level that the Lakers are at without coaching. Let's see. Coaches matter, but if the players don't execute the game plan, it's not their fault. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, you could have the greatest coach ever, and if players don't execute and deliver, then it's irrelevant. D'Lo got rid of them. Yeah, Sox started balling fast. Lakers coasted, but nonetheless they won. I'll take it. Yeah, exactly. Agreed. Um, uh, bring back Vogel. Tell me you're a troll without saying you're a troll. Yeah, seriously. We were 2-10 at one point. Yeah, picked it back up. Exactly, and we picked it back up. Now we got to root for the Clippers to win both of the remaining games to avoid a possible LA versus Clippers play-in. Yeah, or Clippers lose both their games. Good. They can coast and win. So they coast and they won. Yeah. Yes. Exactly. So many people want Vogel and nobody was willing to sign him. I don't think the Clippers are a better team than us either. I think it was just circumstances. They did. Yeah. Twice. And that was just with the Lakers. It's not counting all the other ones. Embarrassing. Suns rested everyone, and we still won the game, and we still pulled it out at the end. I mean, the Suns, full, healthy, everyone playing, almost lost to the Nuggets. It happened. 5 points separate the best from worst defenses, so it doesn't matter really. 5 points is a lot of points. 5 points is the difference between you being the worst team in the league or the best team in the league. We need to root for the Clippers because we can't tie with them yet. That or have them lose both games. Let's see. If LeBron James keeps playing like this, we're going home in the first round. I don't think he will. I think he'll pick back up. I mean, we saw what he looked like in the Clippers game. It's hard for stars to be stars without stars to play against, sometimes, especially with late in the season. Yeah. You see a lot of teams play to their competition. That's how it goes. They underestimated the Suns without their stars, so ugly win. But a win is a win. LeBron and Davis were not playing good. Yeah, they weren't really playing much at all. This is why you put good players around the stars so they don't have to get 40. Exactly. And that's what this team showed. Kyrie quit on his team again. Who would want a guy on your team? He didn't quit on his team. They sat him, and they sat Luka. Luka only played one quarter. Dallas packed it in. Dallas knew they weren't winning anything and packed it in, which I think is very interesting. Kyrie was fantastic for Dallas. Like, Dallas wasn't a shit show because of Kyrie. I mean, Dallas was actually better with Kyrie than they were with Luka. So it was not Kyrie Irving's fault at all. But Kyrie's going to get the blame because it's Kyrie. Again, and nobody saying shit that hurts. Yeah. We do defend where y'all get this. You're not going to hold teams 80 points. Exactly. They are. They're number one defense in the league. Kyrie didn't quit on his team. His team sucks besides Luka. Yeah. I mean, they traded literally all of their defense. I think Mark Cuban will let Luka go and keep Kyrie. I mean, there's an argument there, but I don't think so. Knowing Mark Cuban, he's going to want Kyrie there for the long haul. Kyrie was arguably a better player than Luka. He was. He literally was. Yes, without a doubt. Um, there are reports that the organization preferred getting their draft choice rather than competing for the 10th spot, but I don't know how true that is. I mean, I could see that happening. LeBron and AD coast, but I hope this gets Beasley going. That's 2 straight games that he shot really well. We just didn't play him as much in the last game. The Mavs have easy roster fix. They do. They really do. Love you too, Joey. Thank you. Appreciate you. Mavs left on purpose to get the draft pick. Yeah. I don't know that we could get the AC at worst. That's awesome. Yes. Can't get worse than the AC, which is good. Which is good. So now at worst, we have 2 games to win one. Green eggs and ham, Sam I am. LeBron James should not run point. We won a championship with LeBron James running point. I would use that pick, Hardaway Jr. and Christian Wood, to get a strong 3. I would too, but Christian Wood, they'd have to sign and trade Christian Wood. And how many people want to sign and trade Christian Wood? That's a legit question. It really is. But I don't know, maybe. Do y'all think the Mavs didn't trade for Kyrie? Would they have made the playoffs or play-in? They probably would have made the play-in, but they still wouldn't have won anything. And if Kyrie stays, that team could be very good next year because they have more than enough scoring. They need shot blocking and perimeter defense, and they'll be really good next year. So I think they made the right choice trading Kyrie, but it wasn't just about trading Kyrie because even if Kyrie leaves, they basically cleared their books. They have enough money to get a max salary, which could get – there's not really max players out this year, but that could get them several guys. Or they could work out a deal to, like, take in and absorb a guy, stuff like that. So, you know, it wasn't just about Kyrie. It was like, let's get Kyrie, see if this works. If it does, great. You also say, hey, I got you a star, Luka. And third, if it doesn't work out, you could just let Kyrie go or sign and trade him, which I think they would. Like, if Kyrie wants to leave, look, the Lakers are going to sign and trade for Kyrie if they can get Kyrie. It's just what's going to happen. Like, my hope is that we don't sacrifice our depth because we can get Kyrie and still keep our core guys. We can still keep Rui, Vanderbilt, Bees, like everybody. It just gets really complicated because we're hard capped. So we got to, like, you know, work it out to figure that. But you could take D'Lo and Beasley, take D'Lo, Beasley, and both first, trade him for Kyrie, land Kyrie, and a sign and trade. You could let Mo Bamba go and then restructure and give him a new contract because he has a non-guaranteed contract. Get rid of Davon Reed, and there you go. Essentially, you free up what you need to free up. So, and you'd have to sign. Kyrie would have to take a little haircut too. He'd have to take. He wouldn't be able to get the full max, but he could get pretty close. Twitter bullied the refs into giving AR a worse whistle. Yeah, they definitely were going to make the play in at the bare minimum. I think they would have made the play. Utah has averaged over 130 points this year on us. I expect the same. Yeah, probably. Ime been trying to get it on with Genie if y'all hire him. Yeah, facts. I don't see the Lakers bringing him in. And I don't even think Adam Silver would let that happen because remember the Nets wanted to sign Ime, and then Adam Silver was like, nah. Has a knee pad. Don't look like a default character 2K anymore yet. What if Clippers lose to the Blazers? That can make things very interesting. Let's see. If we tie with the Clippers, we face them. If the Pelicans win outright, yes. So we got to root for the Clippers to win out, yeah, or lose both. Again, either they have to lose both or not. No, but if Clippers lose a game, wouldn't that put the Lakers above them? No, they'd have to lose both games because they have the tiebreaker. People will be thinking like 2K fire the coach, let mouse off. That's not how it works. Yeah. Would you rather play Denver or Memphis in the first round? I'm all for either. I really think we would smack Denver. I really do. I think we beat them in 6. Memphis, I can see Memphis taking us to 7. But Yeah, if the Pelicans win outright. Let's see. All right, let's power through a couple more questions here, and then I'm gonna skate on out of here. Um, Nobody talking about the Clippers in this chat. They're gonna get knocked out in the first round yet. I just want to know what schematics makes Ham a bad coach, because he's actually got a good strategy on both ends, in my opinion. That's the problem, is most people don't know what schematics even are. Yeah, I was so pissed when I found out it's some BS. We should get the 6 seed if there was a three-way tie, yeah, or at least still the 7th, because we have the tiebreaker against the Pelicans, and then let's say the Clippers have the tiebreaker against us. Portland will beat Golden State. They play hard. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm telling you, I wouldn't be surprised. Who is gonna win, Timberwolves or Pelicans on Sunday? And I think Timberwolves have a back-to-back. Timberwolves do have a back-to-back, but the Timberwolves are at home, and the Timberwolves match up great against the Pelicans. I wouldn't be shocked if Timberwolves win that game. And not only would they win that, so I guess if the Warriors lose, it doesn't matter. But I kind of want the Timberwolves to win if the Warriors play, because they can. I actually think the Timberwolves could beat the Warriors. And yeah, point is that I think the Wolves probably win that game, but we'll see. Maybe, but I don't think so. I think maybe Wolves beat the Pelicans, and we play Pelicans and play in at home. Well, if the Wolves beat the Pelicans, the Wolves would actually be who we play. We're a number one defense because of Ham. Exactly. Make sure to like and subscribe to As It Stands. Yes, thank you so much. Yes, if you haven't subscribed, please take a quick second, hit that subscribe button. I'm 154 subs away from 12K. So I'd appreciate you, which is funny because that's exactly how many people are in the stream. But I know most of you are subscribed. But if you're not, hit that subscribe button. Ekno defense. Yeah, he just was coasting. That's what it was. Lakers need a good assistant coach. Lakers, the only team, don't have one check. I mean, I would have liked a more experienced assistant, which is what they wanted originally. I still can't believe the Mavs hit a game winner on us and basically ruin our chances to succeed or higher just to be eliminated and play and shake. But yeah, it sucks. It does. It sucks how stuff like that, just the dominoes fall. I can't believe the refs robbed us of 5 or 6 games to make us go through this. Yeah, right. We don't drop to 9th. The worst we can do is 8th. The Houston game come right back on the Lakers. Yeah, but I mean, like I said, I was a lot of people were leaving that comment, but you could say that about a lot of things. Like the Houston game, yes. Dallas game, yes. But you could say, the games where the refs didn't foul, or where we got fouled and they didn't. The 2-10 start, right? Like, there's a lot of things that you can point at and go, like, if this happened differently, we would be here. And it's just it's how it goes, If the scheduling wasn't the way that the scheduling was, we would have, we'd probably be the 6th seed. I mean, there's a lot of things that go into that. Defense, at least, I have better half court offense than Milwaukee. Yeah. Houston, Indiana, Celtics, Hornets, Mavs. Man, we had so much games that we should have won. Yeah, exactly. Dallas is eliminated. Yep. Boston 2 times we gave away. Philly 2 times we gave away. The Mavs, the Pacers, the Kings. Not to mention trying to win games with JTA, Bev, and Schroeder starting. Yeah, there's, like I said, there's a lot of things that you can point to and go, "Hey, this was the issue. This was the problem." Let's see. I want to try 80 at the 4 with Bamba at the 5. Problem is, like you even saw it today, Mo Bamba isn't a good on an island defender. He's a good help defender and shot blocker, but he's not disciplined enough yet. Yeah, we should be a better team. I think we'll be a top 4 or 5 team next season at the least, because LeBron and AD are still going to miss a bunch of games. But I think this team is good enough to where we'll at least be 5 seed. I don't think we'll be a play-in team next year. Kyrie was balling. He was. Is the Jazz our last game, and do the Lakers get a break? So it would be our last game, and it comes down to the Warriors game. If the Warriors lose, then we would get a nice break. If not, then we have it's just another game on Tuesday. We have Monday off, and then Tuesday we play. Still use that last roster spot? Probably not. I'd be kind of surprised if they did by now. AD is a dominant player at the 5 and a very good player at the 4. But then, yeah. It wasn't Kyrie's fault that they dropped, but losing, Dorian Finney-Smith. They literally lost their best perimeter defender. Let's see. I can't believe we are that cheap that we ain't signing no one. I don't know. Believe me, I've been preaching that too. I've been against it, but after rewatching the 21 series, I wouldn't be opposed to trying AD at the 4 again. Yeah, I mean, in certain spots. Ham won as a player and a coach. Yes, he did. Coach Bud cost the Bucks that playoff game in Milwaukee last season, which no one talks about. Yeah, because Bud, everyone thinks Bud is one of the best coaches in the league. But yeah, you're right. He's lost them a lot of games. Like I said, there's bad. Like even the best coaches have bad games. When the Lakers fall into the play-in and they play against the Pelicans and Zion Williams playing, Zion Williams isn't playing. He's been ruled out of the play-in. Imagine the implications had Matt Ryan missed the buzzer beater against the Pels at the start of the season. Seriously, it's working to an extent. I think the weakness of that front court is like a Zubac, who's a bruiser, which AD don't like yet. Matt Ryan saved our season, yes. The Lakers do need some rest to be fully dangerous to go up against. We've been exhausted playing these games. Yeah. Gotta get it. Matt Ryan with this roster would have worked. I agree. How can the LeBron be the coach, GM, and player, and he's everything? He's learned as he goes. You got to respect it. Yeah, and I mean, again, look at all the circumstances that he's had to deal with. He's had to deal with so much. Matt Ryan is a goat. DoorDash for real. He delivered when he needed him most. Yeah. Drummond was hard to watch. Good win, Captain Crutch. Staying in the 7th. Yes, I love it. Zion's not playing against that. He's been ruled out of the play, so we won't have to worry about Zion. Let's see. Sorry, trying to find some me. Lakers played like we will underestimate you and still win. That's exactly what it was. I actually think Drummond would be better with this team now. Look, he was very hard to watch. I agree, and he was a nightmare for us. But I think in that dunker spot, he would be good. I really do. Just his rebounding and energy, like I think he'd be better with this team now. But yeah, they really need to stop underestimating their opponents. Yeah, I feel that. Lakers 7 seed right now. Yes, D'Lo got to show up. Got to show us something this postseason. Yeah, facts. We need the D'Lo that showed up today. We need that D'Lo. Still, you still got to fly. It's still a process. We should bring back Mike Muscala back, right? See, a team trying to be a championship contender type team needs a Stewart and Portis type. Yeah, seriously, those kind of guys help. I still can't believe we started 2-10 and still have a record above 500. They really turned it on after the trade deadline. Yeah, it's been amazing. Vando looks like he was out of rhythm for some odd reason. I mean, he's just there for defense. Whatever offense he gives us is just extra. Cuban would never trade Kyrie to Lakers. Don't be surprised. Mark Cuban absolutely would if he got what he needed. The Lakers don't need Kyrie. Keep that depth. Yeah, if you lose the depth, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do it. If Vando can get the floater and push shot, he'd be a lot better. And the offense, yeah, and finish at the rim at times. He's got to do a better job of finishing at the rim. Um, Lakers still need another center. Bismack was doing his thing defensively. Yeah, but again, AD wasn't really being physical. Yeah. But we won. See you later. Yeah, facts. Yes, let's go, Lakers. So happy we get the win tonight. Let's get the final game of the season. Let's go. I am with you 100%. LeBron James' energy is just bad for Lakers. I mean, I don't think the energy is bad. I just think he was just chilling. That's cool that everyone did against the Warriors till Warriors showed up. They are true real winners. Yeah, look, it's still the Warriors. Every time we think that they're down and out and that's it, guess what? That Boston game still hurts. Absolutely. Absolutely. Can we get a backup big now because we still have one spot left? They're not going to do it. They're not going to pay the money. It's not Kyrie's fault. Dallas needs defense. Yeah, absolutely. And then I want the Lakers to have 18 championships so we can pass Boston Celtics. Do you think that's going to happen this year? Experienced traders. I mean, I wouldn't like fully bet on it. I'll probably if the Lakers make the playoffs, I'm going to throw some money on the Lakers just because. Why not? But I think they absolutely have a chance. Like without a doubt, I think that they have a chance. I'm riding with this team, no questions asked. But it's a long road. There's a lot that has to happen. A lot that has to happen. Memphis versus Lakers is going to be tough, to be honest. Yeah, but it's going to be a fun matchup. I feel like Portland got something up their sleeves to beat the Warriors. I could see them beating the Warriors. Player's choice. Lakers all the way. Love the channel. Thank you so much. Really appreciate your player's choice. And yes, without a doubt, Lakers all the way. And then last comment, and then I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for the videos, man. Appreciate you, Brandon. Thank you. Thank you, all of you. I really appreciate all of you. You guys are awesome. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button on the way out. If you haven't liked this video, hit that like button on the way out. I would greatly appreciate it. We're growing. We're climbing and slowly getting there. Almost 12K, which would be amazing. This channel is growing insanely fast for me, if I'm being honest, right? I haven't even been doing this a year, and we're already here, which is amazing. But yeah, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I will see you guys all on Sunday for the post-game stream. I can't wait. Let's go finish the season with a win and finish 9-2 on this last stretch of 11 games. That would be amazing. But anyway, see you.